Hello, everybody, and thank you again for tuning in to one of my conversational interviews. I love the positive feedback that I've been receiving from all the wonderful experts out there in the health and wellness and fitness industry. And today with me, I have Courtney McCarthy. And hi, Courtney. And you're wondering, how do I know Courtney? Well, I had put out, word out there that I'm looking to interview, of course, in these conversational interviews, health and wellness and fitness experts. And Courtney reached out. So we had a chat and I took a look at what she does. I thought, yes, I got it. I got to talk to this girl because she believes in everything I do about it's not about exercising and you have to this way. It's about just moving your body, that positive self-esteem, developing that positive confidence. And as far as Courtney, she has a passion for creating a space that's totally safe for women to allow them to just simply move their bodies, to make it a really important aspect of their life, to make it a part of their lifestyle, and realize that movement, exercise, it's not about punishment, but rather it's something that's seen as make you feel good, make you feel worthy, that self-worth, and beautiful. So welcome to the show, Courtney. I'm really happy to have you here today.
I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, great. Wonderful. Now, Courtney, I know our audience, our listeners are wanting to know, okay, Tanya, you introduced Courtney, but tell her more. I want to know more about her. She sounds fascinating. So, Courtney, can you tell myself and our listeners a little bit about yourself, please?
For sure. So as you already said, my name's Courtney, and I'm the owner and founder of LOYO Fit, which stands for Love Your Body Fitness. For more than a few years now, I've been an ACE certified professional group fitness instructor, and I also work as a motivational wellness coach. And as you said, just helping people, but especially women, to see movement as a positive aspect of their daily lives, to understand some of the fears or barriers that might be holding them back, and to help just see their bodies as something beautiful and something capable and worthy of so much love and appreciation. And I have a bit of I like to always point out that I'm one of those trainers. I know that many people have a very similar story of they were fit as a kid and they grew up and then they went to, the school for the science, and the fitness was always part of their path. And my story is really, really different, which helps me connect with a lot of people that if you had asked me 5 years ago if fitness would be my career, I would have told you that you were just off your rocker crazy.
Oh,
I was working as a policy analyst with the federal government, and it was only through my own journey of trying to understand my body, trying to lose weight, trying to just feel better, that I fell in love with fitness for what it can do and how it can change people's lives, and how it made me finally feel strong and feel confident and feel connected with my body. And then it just became this surprise passion of realizing that the instructors that I worked with who gave this gift to me, all I wanted to do was give that gift to other people. So
nice.
that's where we are now.
Yeah, that's a real nice changeover, to go from this, I can say, this really high stress, probably sedentary, lifestyle, and very corporate and very, very fine line, like this is the way it's done, right? To totally shifting and whole mindset would have changed in you too, Courtney, I take it, and shifting that and saying, wait, hold on, there's more. There's definitely more. And the fact that you found that, and the fact that it's like, yeah, I'm going to go down this new road, this new path, because I need to value myself, which, a lot of people in that job where you were before, they weren't they don't value yourself. And the fact that and the fact that you just said, no, I need to value myself. I need to believe myself. I need to take better care of myself instead of everybody else, and shifting that and sharing what you've learned with others, and going forth with that. I'd love to know how your experience and what you do now, how you help your clients with that.
I think and it's the simplest and easiest answer, and it's often the most profound as well, is like kind of setting the example from the top. So whenever we are having conversations about people's goals, whether when it comes to health and fitness, or when I'm talking to people about the studio or advertising what we do.
Yeah.
I try really, really hard to practice what I preach, in that in my journey, I know what worked and what didn't. What didn't work was the before and after photos, these photos of ripped bodies and shredded people everywhere, and the talk about, lose weight fast and get your bikini body. That all
drives me crazy too.
Oh, I know. But just as like fitness professional side, because again, this is before I ever got into it.
Yeah.
I know just as a woman, it made me feel badly about myself. It made me feel like I wasn't measuring up. It made me feel like when I couldn't meet those goals, it's because I didn't have the willpower, or I wasn't deserving. And so we have none of that anywhere to be found in anything that I do, and anything that that LOYO Fit does. We take out all of that sort of messaging, and we make it very clear that it's about honesty. It's about genuine connection. It's about inward reflection. It's about, once again, understanding movement and changing those perceptions about your body. So it's about kind of that genuine, authentic message that's through absolutely everything I do and everything I try to communicate. And then hand in hand, it's about asking the hard questions about, if someone is feeling badly about themselves, or they say, I want to lose X amount of weight, I try really hard to dig a little bit deeper and help them to recognize how maybe their definitions of success or beautiful, or what healthy is, might actually be holding them back, and what's causing them to not feel so good. So to have those really open, vulnerable, amazingly powerful conversations that let people go a little bit deeper. And that to me that's when people see amazing success. That's when they start to feel better about themselves. That's when, if they want to lose weight or have weight to lose, that's when it comes off naturally, easily, without a fight.
Exactly.
And you start to love the body for what it is, and all of its beauty and flaws and imperfection and the way it moves. So
yeah. Courtney, I love that message, because it's true. Myself as a health, wellness, and fitness coach too, there's so much out there, especially now with this digital world, right? That people vision in their mind. Yeah, they vision in their mind, they need to look a certain way, or if I work with weights, I'm going to be a bodybuilder. It's like, no. Okay, first of all, it's baby steps, right? I mean, that's a whole different level. And we need to understand that that's a whole different level. And the fact that, when you talk about weight loss, when you stop putting that negative thought process in your mind of, why am I not looking like that? And then you change and say, look, you're moving your body now. You couldn't do this before. Now you could do this. You should be proud of yourself of now including movement, exercise into your life. Those mindsets in itself creates that weight to fall off, creates you to start glowing, right? Creates you to walk prouder and taller. And I really love that you pointed that out. And, that's why I'm really happy that, we're having this conversation today, is, everything you're saying and everything you message out and everything you want women to believe in, that message is like so much what my journey that I share with women as well, right? So, I mean, that is awesome, and I'm glad you're sharing that with the audience here today. And I'm pretty sure you hit on it in your message, but what allows you to continue to thrive and live your profession with this passion?
Honestly, it's a few different things. Number one, I love meeting with other like-minded professionals like yourself. As you said, I think that we, sadly, as of right now, we're in a bit of the minority position in our industry. And so it's amazing to see that there are other people who share my thoughts and my values and even my experiences. That's a huge motivator, because, when you're around inspiring badass ladies, you just want to be like, okay, I want to do more. I want to do better.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
And then the other really motivating factor, and what motivates me every day to get up and do what I do, is seeing how it works for people, and seeing how, I get ladies in my gym who, very typical story, most likely moms of older kids who all of a sudden have a little bit of time and money because their kids have left the nest, and they're realizing, oh my God, I haven't thought about myself in 5, 10, 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
and feeling that insecurity and feeling like, oh God, I can't do what I used to do. I don't know what I'm doing. And then seeing them come in and feeling so like small and afraid and not connected, and then watching them just like bloom over a couple months and to find themselves, and kind of when they have those light bulb moments, like when they're able to finally do something physically that they weren't able to do, or when they just realize, you just start to see themselves look differently in the mirror. Like they look at themselves and it's no longer with like shame or disgust. It's more like, I got this. And
exactly.
Like, oh, that to me is like every time I see even just like the hint of that happening, I'm just like, yes.
Yeah. It's nice to,
I'm sure you know too, Leah. As a trainer,
that light bulb moment, right? That 180 turn they've done. Yeah, exactly.
The best kind of drug.
It is, right? It's a natural high.
Yeah.
And Courtney, you mentioned you have a gym, a studio. So, tell us about your new studio here that you have, your boutique studio.
Yeah, it's very exciting. So we're very new. It just opened up in August. We celebrated our grand opening in October. We're in Guelph, Ontario, at the corner of Victoria Road and York Road, so at 199 Victoria Road South. And it kind of, again, was just this natural snowball evolution. I was teaching classes on my own, working with collaborating in the space with a few other local businesses and professionals.
Yeah.
And I just was really determined that I want to prove that this is the way that fitness can be done differently. And I wanted to bring together a team of like-minded ladies. I have some wonderful women working with me who share my vision and want to help spread the word. So it's super exciting. We are in the process. We just launched our holiday gift pack, which I'm so excited about. It's about sharing the Love Your Body message with the people that you love and helping them learn to love themselves. So that's available. And we're offering new trials for brand new members that they can try us for 30 days for a really discounted rate. It's been a blast, and now we get to offer so many more classes. We offer more than 20 classes a week in a huge different formats. We're collaborating with other amazing professionals, and I just can't wait to see how big this is going to get.
Awesome. So it sounds like you have a real community going, right? Of empowerment and really supporting one another, and everyone involved, as you as the founder of LOYO, really having that vision of being on a positive journey, having that self-love, and just, loving who you are and that unique, special woman that you are. So that's,
exactly.
And
it's
really
about giving people the safe space to do that self-discovery, that important work. But that being said, I heard that you have a self-empowerment academy going on.
Yeah.
So tell me more about that.
I do. It's really exciting. It is a online, what I call mastermind, my mastermind academy. And the reason why I call it mastermind is because your mind is a master of so many thought process, right? So It's a monthly membership, and it's a Self-Empowerment Academy monthly membership just to take you by the hand to have these baby steps to help you move forward. So again, what you talked before, how you started, you're kind of feeling like those within a week, within 30 days, you're totally shining and feeling better. And, I give the ladies, it's an online membership, like I said, so they can do it anywhere, anytime, especially with the ladies that travel a lot, or just can't get out of the house very often, so they can do it at home. Very easy, exercises to do. There's some simple recipes that are family friendly, and we do it with group wise, where we chat once a week. If they need to have a more confidential chat, then we set that up, and we like this one-on-one Zoom chat. So just deep diving into, okay, what's, you had this great momentum going in, what's happened, right? Because I like to check in with them. It's not like, here you go, here's your monthly membership, see you later. No. We're going to chat. Because as you know, right, it's so important. That support.
It's so much harder to do it alone. I don't know why people want, I always say, you go to an accountant to get your taxes done. You don't do your own self-physicals. If you want to learn computer skills, you take a workshop, but people think that they need to do it alone. And I'm like, no. There's so many amazing people who can help, and it makes such a difference.
Exactly. Even you and I, we need to be accountable to somebody. So again,
Exactly.
that's where the accountability comes in. But I thank you very much for asking me,
Oh, my
about my
pleasure.
Self-Empowerment
It's so
Academy.
exciting to hear about.
Yeah, it is. It is. Now, Courtney, as slowly our conversation is coming to an end, there's always 3 questions that I ask everybody because we want to know Courtney, the person. Okay, we know Courtney, the motivational coach. We know Courtney, the group fitness instructor. Now we want to learn a little bit more, like you said, that deep dive, right?
Yeah.
So we all
Where it gets real.
yeah, get real. That's right. We all have a quote that we live by. Sometimes I know myself, there's a few, but there's one specific one. So looking at that one specific quote, Courtney, what's one that you live by?
Again, this was like probably the hardest question I ever have to answer because there's so many. My studio has quotes up on the wall that I love.
Nice.
But I decided I wanted to go with the one that's been like at the forefront of, as you said, my personal journey right now.
Yeah.
And that is lead with love.
Lovely.
Just so simple. And it's just about, any decision that you make, any choice that you make, the way that you respond to anything that's going on in your life, whether it's yourself, your loved ones, the people around you, just make your decisions and step forward with love as your focus. Oh,
nice.
I just love it.
That is good. It's so authentic then, right? Because it's coming from the heart. Excellent.
And it's the opposite of leading with fear and scaredness and no. Yeah. Lead with love.
Nice. So I think it was the very first person, I think it was Trish, that was my very first conversational interview. She had a quote similar to that. So that's really interesting that almost, coming to a year later, that I had to pick the same one. Really interesting.
Serendipity at work.
Yeah. What's the number one advice, Courtney, that you can share with our audience, our listeners today?
I always tell people to embrace challenge. Don't run away from something just because it scares you. And if something is difficult, that doesn't mean it's not worth doing. So rather than running away from your fears, run toward them. And as we've said, dive in deep, ask yourself why it scares you. Because often if it scares you, it's probably the best thing that you can do.
Nice. Very nice. And Courtney, with less than 1 minute left here, if this was the last day of your life, what's the one thing that you'd be grateful for?
Again, very long list. But I have to say, living in Guelph, it is an amazing community, and I wouldn't be where I am today without meeting so many of the wonderful people in this amazing, supportive community that I have found here.
Lovely. Great. Interesting answer. That's the first time I've ever, and I say that because that's the first time I've had anybody, even with, conversations outside my interviews here, mentioning their city. Really,
Guelph is an amazing place. I've lived everywhere. I've lived Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa, anywhere in between, and Guelph is a really amazing place that allows people to explore alternative ways of living like we are.
Nice. Excellent. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you very much, Courtney. I appreciate your time today. I appreciate you sharing your wisdom and your thought processes. And I love the fact that you are so into what I believe in as well. And I'm happy that, you were able to share that with the listeners, and that, that everyone here today knows that it's a small world that we come from. But slowly expanding, which is nice to see. And you're helping create that expansion. So thank you.
And so are you. So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Now, everyone,
we gotta keep going.
So everyone, if you're catching this on YouTube, you know what to do on the right-hand side. Subscribe so you never miss any one of my conversational interviews. On the right-hand side, down below, I love reading your feedback, your comments. I always comment back. And of course, down below, I'm going to also include where you can reach and how you can reach Courtney, so you can talk to her on a personal level. If you live in Guelph, definitely reach out to her. And go ahead, everybody, share this. Thank you very much. We'll see you again next month for another one of my conversational interviews. And as always, remember, love yourself. When you go to bed tonight, think about the best thing that happened in your day today. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, of course, have gratitude, and be thankful for what you have. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye, Courtney.
Bye.